You've heard that saying, a fish stinks from the head, which suggests that the leadership, the authority, the people running things are the source of the problems and that the problems spread and rot the flesh. But black people, like the 92% that didn't vote for this shit, have been trying to tell y'all that the fish doesn't stink from the head, that it rots from the inside. The ones already carrying the bacteria that multiply rapidly. The internal organs are rotting. That's what you smell. And black people have been smelling that stench for 400 years. That wasn't a memorial yesterday. That was a combination of a Klan rally and the propaganda that preceded the Holocaust. People from around the world watched that. I could not. I've only seen the snippets of it. I tried to watch, but could not. But they've been writing and warning us and saying, we've seen this before. There was a lot of symbolism there. I saw it. I saw a Nazi-type salute with a cross clenched in a fist. I saw leadership of this country, who's supposed to unite, say they hate their enemies. I saw people who were supposed to be Christians and God-fearing people say that you have to love your enemies. The common thread was enemies. And meanwhile, they're picking their pockets the whole time. Donations. For what? For the war they're talking about is coming. You've also heard that saying, canaries in the mine, which, if you remember, back in when they were doing active coal mining and they couldn't determine whether there were toxic gases within a certain area, they would send canaries in there. And if the canaries died, they knew it wasn't safe for humans to go. So the canaries would warn you. They were the warning system for your ass. We've been warning y'all forever. They say history repeats itself, right? And I imagine that this time that we're in now is similar to when my grandparents and my great-grandparents would try to insulate themselves from pure hate by finding community within other like-minded individuals, people of the same skin tone, people who have the same belief systems, people who are the purest form of what God created, and try to survive until a better time. The struggle, which is the message for today. You got to find your tribe. You got to put down old insults and old arguments and old thinking and find the people that are going to be with you through what's coming. You got to save and conserve your resources. You're going to have to build community where you are. Because between the soulless people that are walking the streets and declaring war on people and the military, things will get real uncomfortable. You should be limiting your discretionary spending, meaning it's at your discretion, which is to say that it's not essential. You should be stocking up on your staples, on your essential stuff in your pantry. Reminder, we're only 9 months into this. It's a 4-year presidency with the goal of never leaving the White House. We should be building community, supporting local farmers, local small businesses, dumping corporations when it's all possible, canceling unnecessary subscription, looking through your finances and rooting out things that are not going to help you later on. There are people who plan and can see what's coming and prepare. And then there are people who continue doing dumb shit, non-productive shit, and get surprised and shocked when shit hits the fan. Which one are you? There will come a time when you are faced with the people who kept procuring things, unnecessary things, and didn't plan, that get caught with their back against the wall, and they show up at your front door asking for what you struggle for and prepare for, stored up and planned for, and giving to them takes away from your family. Do you know what you're going to do? Did you know that FEMA is authorized, especially under disaster conditions or civil war or martial law, to come in and take what you have and redistribute it to those who don't have it? It is absolutely and conceivably possible that under martial law, you are required to open the door, or they kick the door in and they can come through and search. And if they see stockpiles of things, then that can be taken and then redistributed to people who don't have. That's the charter of FEMA. So not only do you have to learn how to stockpile, but you have to understand how to keep it quiet, how to move in silence, and how to hide and conceal. There's all kind of prepper books available on Amazon. That's a discretionary purchase, but probably a good one in this environment. Just quietly go about your business, preparing, stockpiling, being real discreet about what you're doing, because there will be some tough choices that have to be made in the future. Not everybody is going to get this message, but I hope it reaches somebody that does. These people are violent, and they have the military, the police, and the government on their side. So call Auntie crazy, but I'll be standing when the dust settles. Love y'all.